Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, Doctor. So before starting the presentation, I would like to introduce myself first. So my name is Putu Wira Cahyani, with the last three digits of my ID number being 185. Today, me and my group members will be presenting regarding our student project that is entitled Lower Extremities DVTs are associated with stasis and hypercoagulable states. So here are the names of my team members, and we're going to directly start with the introduction first.
DVT or deep vein thrombosis is a condition in which blood clots form in the deep veins. It usually occurs in the lower extremities. Around 455,000 cases of DVT are estimated in Europe and over 300,000 cases in the USA per year. In comparison to the Europe, there are less incidence rates in Asia. DVT cases will increase within age. Cases of DVT usually cause severe disorders in the lower extremity venous return, and it may lead to pulmonary embolism and mortality. The formation of deep venous thrombosis occurs due to one or more factors of virtuous triad, which includes venostasis, endothelial injury, and hypercoagulability. Currently available prophylaxis methods of DVT utilize mechanical methods for venostasis or pharmacological prophylaxis for hypercoagulability. In the student project, writers will discuss the etiology and pathology of DVT and its associations with stasis and hypercoagulability.
Doctor, let me introduce myself first. My name is Iswari Ardha. My last ID number is 183, and now I will tell you about problem formulations of our student project. So we got 4 problem formulation for this student project. There are: number 1, what is the pathogenesis and etiology of lower extremity DVT? Number 2, what is the pathogenesis and etiology of hypercoagulable? Number 3, what is the definition of homeostasis? And the last one is number 4, what is the correlation between lower extremity DVT, hypercoagulable, and homeostasis. And for the objectives, we have 4 also to answer all the problem formulations. The benefits, we have 2. First one is to implement the insight and knowledge of the other about DVT, stasis, and hypercoagulable states. And the second one is to provide basic data for more research on lower extremity DVT, stasis, and hypercoagulable states. Thank you.
Recording in progress.
Okay, hello doctor. My name is Michael Jonathan Raya with 3 last digit student ID number is 182. Today I'm going to explain about the etiology of lower extremity DVT. So the main factor which can lead to DVT is when a thrombus or blood clot formation occurs in one or more of the deep veins in the body. People with a risk factor could more likely develop a DVT. Some risk factors may become a potential etiology for DVT if they resulted in venous stasis, endothelial injury, or a hypercoagulable state. There are also other etiologies that constitute DVT, such as ankle reconstruction, international flights, lower extremity trauma, long trip after an abdominal surgery, Klinefelter syndrome, and factor V Leiden deficiency, knee surgery, long-time bed rest, family history of blood clots genetic disorder, long-term catheter tube in one of the deep vein, obesity, polycythemia vera, pregnancy, and childbirth. The factors that resulted in venous stasis, endothelial injury, and hypercoagulability are all associated with a triad called the virtuous triad. This triad will be explained in detail on the pathogenesis of lower extremities DVT. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ananta with the last 3-digit number of 198, and now I'm going to explain about the pathogenesis of lower extremity DVT. Lower extremity DVT is a condition that results from the formation of a blood clot in the deep veins of the leg, thigh, or pelvis. The pathogenesis of lower extremity DVT is a complex process that involves multiple factors. The first factor is venostasis. Occurs when blood flow in the deep veins of the leg slows down or stops. This can be due to several factors, including prolonged immobility, such as during long periods of travel, or prolonged standing or sitting. The next factor is endothelial injury, which can occur due to trauma, surgery, or infection. When the endothelium is damaged, it exposes the underlying collagen and the tissue factors, which triggers the coagulation cascade, leading to the formation of a blood clot. The last factor is hypercoagulability, which can be due to genetic factors such as factor V Leiden, prothrombin gene factor, protein C, and S deficiency. This genetic mutation can make the blood more prone to clotting.
Greetings, my name is Aryanda Maitri Anjasrini with the 3 last digit of student ID number 188, and here I'll be explaining about the pathogenesis of hypercoagulable. So hypercoagulation disorder predisposed to an increased tendency for blood to clot, as it's characterized by the activations of blood clotting factors. Actually, this activation of blood clotting factors indicates our body coagulation response to bleeding is working well. However, in cases when blood clot develop within the blood vessels in the absence of bleeding, it has the potential to be dangerous. In the hematologic system, coagulation is an inherent feature when normal blood flow is maintained under healthy conditions by a balance of procoagulant and antithrombotic factors. Hence, hypercoagulability can occur when there's imbalance between those factors, genetic mutations, and interactions of qualitative-quantitative coagulant activator-inhibitor properties that influence thrombosis. Hypercoagulation syndromes is also associated with a variety of pathological conditions such as inflammation, atherosclerosis, erythrocytosis, hyperthrombocytosis, lesions of the blood vessel wall due to trauma, tumors, and etc.
Etiology of hypercoagulable. The cause of hypercoagulability or thrombophilia will be elaborated with two different pathophysiological pathways, which is the inherited and acquired thrombophilia. Around 50% to 70% of diagnosed cases of hereditary thrombophilia are caused by prothrombin gene mutation G2021OA and factor V Leiden. The PT gene's non-coding position 20210 contains the G2A mutation, which is linked to improved translation efficiency and raise PT levels up to 20% to 30% above normal in heterozygotes and up to 60% to 70% above normal in homozygotes. The FVL mutation partially prevents activated factor V from being inactivated by activated PC or missense mutation with a G2A substitution at gene position 1691. An elevated amount of activated factor V leads to a hypercoagulable state. The hypercoagulable condition brought on by acquired hemostasis abnormalities are also referred to as thrombophilia. A prothrombic condition can be induced by acquired illness through increased procoagulant factor, decreased anticoagulants, pro-inflammatory or autoimmune pathways, as well as other change in homeostatic control of blood coagulation.
Hello, my name is Nyoman Gede Wiraguna Paramartha, and my last 3-digit number is 180, and I'm going to explain about the definition of homeostasis. The word homeostasis comes from the Greek, which means stable, and the term of homeostasis originally appeared in 1930 in a book entitled The Wisdom of the Body, written by Dr. Walter Cannon. From the meaning of the word, homeostasis is a process that occurs in a person's body to maintain the condition of the body so that the body remains in an optimal or stable condition, needed for the life of the organism in question to survive. An example of homeostasis will occur when the body is under stress. After that, the body will activate a self-defense mechanism so that the body remains in optimal condition. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Pradnyana Jayawardana with my last 2-digit ID number 193, and today I will explain the process of homeostasis. In a broad sense, the term homeostasis denotes steadiness, equilibrium, or balance. A consistent and balanced internal environment must be maintained by the body with such constant monitoring and modifications as circumstances change. Adjustment of physiological system within the body is called homeostatic regulation, which involves the three parts of mechanisms: the receptor, the control center, and the effector. A good illustration of homeostasis in a biological system is the regulation of body temperature in humans. Normal body temperature for humans swings around 37 degrees Celsius. The body temperature regulation is controlled by a region in the brain called the hypothalamus. The brain receives feedback regarding body temperature through the neurological system, which causes the breathing rate, blood sugar level, and metabolic rate to change as a result. Maybe that's it about the process of homeostasis. Thank you.
Hello, Dr. and friend. My name is Amelia Mahadewi with last 3 digit 207, and today I will explain about the correlation between DVT and hypercoagulable. Hypercoagulability and DVT have a close relationship. In fact, one of the most risk of factor for DVT is hypercoagulability. A research found that between 15 and 16% of DVT patients have some degree of hypercoagulability. Inherited thrombophilia is one of the most frequent causes of hypercoagulability. This is a collection of hereditary conditions that raise a risk of blood clots. The second one, it is well recognized that cancer increases the risk of blood clots because tumor cell emits procoagulant substance. And the last one is smoking, obesity, and inactivity are all lifestyle choices that can raise the risk of DVT and lead to hypercoagulability. In conclusion, there is a strong correlation between DVT and hypercoagulability. Hypercoagulability is one of the major risk factors for DVT and can occur due to genetic factors, medical condition, medication, and life factors. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Putu with last 3 digits of student ID 201, and now I'll explain about correlations between deep vein thrombosis and homeostasis condition. The body's capacity to maintain a steady internal environment is known as homeostasis. Blood clots can form as a result of homeostasis disruption, such as variations in temperature of blood pressure. People with cancer who has venous thromboembolism are most likely to experience homeostasis imbalance, which may lead to deep vein thrombosis. Additionally, research has identified specific risk factors and molecular mechanisms such as a change in clotting factors and inflammations that contribute to the development of DVT in cancer patients. Also emphasize the significance of risk evaluation and customized management approach for cancer-associated thrombosis. To fully comprehend the intricate interactions between DVT and homeostasis, also to create efficient prevention and treatment plans, more research is required. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Tjokorda Putri Mahadewi with the last 3 digit number 189. I will continue to the chapter 3 about conclusion and also suggestion. So the first one is about the conclusion. DVT or deep vein thrombosis, condition in which blood clots form in the deep veins under the skin. DVT can result from immobility, hypercoagulability, medical condition, and genetics. DVT cases mostly are found in the lower extremities and least in the upper extremities. The main factor which can lead to DVT is when a thrombus formation occurs in one or more of the deep veins in the body. The pathogenesis of lower extremity DVT involves a complex interplay of various risk factors, including endothelial injury, blood stasis, and hypercoagulability. Homeostasis is a process that occurs in a person's body to maintain the condition of the body so that the body remains in an optimal or stable condition needed to the life of the organism in question to survive. In a broad sense, the term homeostasis denotes steadiness, equilibrium, or balance. Adjustment of physiological system with the body is called homeostatic regulation, which involves 3 parts of mechanism: the receptors, the control centers, and the effectors. I will continue to the suggestions. So DVT and the state of homeostasis has been linked in studies. To prevent and treat DVT, is it critical to comprehend the link between these conditions and homeostasis imbalance. To fully comprehend the intricate interactions between these variables and to create efficient preventions and treatment plans, further research is needed to determine specifically the correlation between DVT and hypercoagulable, and also homeostasis conditions to assist diagnose disease in the future. That's enough for me, and I will continue to my friends. Thank you.
And so that brings us to the end of our presentation. I would like to thank you for your time, and I sincerely appreciate the attention you've given to our presentation. Thank you.